Have you ever wondered about the number of hours that aviation crew and captains spend in the sky? If you have, you're in for a treat. Today, we will delve into the intriguing topic of flying hours in aviation, a topic that is crucial not only for aviation professionals, but also for those who have ever been curious about the life of those who navigate the skies. Understanding the dynamics of flying hours not only gives us insights into the intricacies of aviation, but also sheds light on the dedication and commitment it takes to ensure our journeys are safe and comfortable. As we dive deeper into this topic, you will gain insights into the fascinating world of aviation and the life of those who navigate the skies. Now, when it comes to flying hours, there are two key terms that you need to understand: flight time and duty time. Flight time refers to the period when the aircraft is airborne, essentially from the moment of liftoff until touchdown. Duty time, on the other hand, is a more comprehensive term. It covers the total working hours of the crew, starting from the pre-flight briefing to the post-flight debriefing and all the tasks in between. This includes flight planning, aircraft inspections, passenger management, and more. It is important to note that both flight time and duty time have their own set of regulations and limitations. These rules, which are implemented by aviation authorities worldwide, are designed to prevent fatigue among crew members and ensure the safety of all those on board. For instance, commercial airlines typically limit flight time to around 100 hours in any 28 consecutive days and 900 hours in any calendar year. This ensures that pilots aren't overworked and can perform their duties effectively. On the other hand, the regulations for duty time can be a bit more complex. A common rule is the 24-10 rule, which restricts pilots' duty time to a maximum of 14 hours in a 24-hour period, followed by a minimum rest period of 10 hours. This balance between work and rest is crucial in maintaining alertness and performance. However, these limitations can vary based on several factors, such as the experience of the pilot, the type of aircraft, and fatigue management strategies. For example, new pilots may have lower limits compared to veterans, and larger aircraft often come with stricter limitations. Remember, while both terms refer to time, their meanings and implications in the aviation world are vastly different. Different countries and aviation authorities have specific regulations related to flying hours. Let's take a look at a couple of major players. The Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, is the governing body in the United States. They set stringent rules for flight and duty times to prevent crew fatigue and ensure passenger safety. Across the pond, we have the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, known as EASA. They too have their set of regulations, tailored to the unique needs and conditions of European airspace. These bodies play a pivotal role in defining the boundaries of flight and duty times, thus establishing a safety net for crew and passengers alike. But it's not just about safety. These regulations also help in maintaining the efficiency and reliability of air travel. So, while these rules may vary from one region to another, their ultimate goal remains the same: ensuring the safety of both the crew and passengers. Did you know that several factors can influence flight time limits? Indeed, the aviation industry doesn't just set a clock and let pilots fly until time's up. It's a lot more complex and nuanced, ensuring both the safety of the crew and passengers. Starting with pilot experience, it's quite logical that new pilots may have lower limits compared to veterans. Like any profession, experience matters. Veteran pilots have a proven track record, and they're equipped with the knowledge and skills honed over many flight hours. Therefore, they are generally allowed to fly longer stints compared to newer pilots. Then there's the type of aircraft. Larger aircraft often have stricter limitations than smaller planes. This is because larger planes are typically used for long-haul flights, which can take a toll on the crew's physical and mental well-being. Thus, to ensure the crew's alertness and overall flight safety, stricter limitations are in place. Lastly, fatigue management plays a significant role. You see, rest periods are factored into duty time limitations. This is to ensure that the crew is well rested and alert, ready to handle any situation that may arise during the flight. Now, let's talk about roles within the crew. Generally, pilots have the highest flight time limitations. They are, after all, the ones responsible for navigating the aircraft. On the other hand, cabin crew members typically have limitations on duty time rather than just flight time. This is because their duties extend beyond the time the aircraft is airborne. including tasks before takeoff and after landing. Understanding these factors helps us appreciate the complexity and precision involved in managing crew schedules in the aviation industry. So the next time you board a flight, remember the meticulous planning that goes into ensuring your journey is safe and smooth. The compensation for aviation crew and captains isn't just about the base salary. Indeed, the financial rewards of a career in aviation are multifaceted. Let's delve into the components of an aviation professional's salary, starting with the base salary. This is the fixed monthly or annual amount that a pilot or crew member earns, irrespective of flight hours. But wait, there's more. Flight pay or additional pay based on flight hours flown can substantially boost earnings. This varies by airline, with some paying more generous rates per flight hour than others. Then we have allowances. These are payments designed to cover specific costs associated with the job. For instance, there's the per diem allowance, which covers daily expenses while on layovers. The landing fee allowance provides compensation for landing at specific airports. And let's not forget the uniform allowance, which covers, you guessed it, the cost of uniforms. But the financial incentives don't stop there. Bonuses are another key part of the compensation package. Performance bonuses are awarded for exceeding flight time targets or achieving safety milestones. And to attract new pilots, especially for in-demand aircraft types, airlines often offer signing bonuses. These components can vary significantly based on several factors. Experience, for one, is a major determinant. Pilots with more years in the cockpit command higher salaries. The airline is another crucial factor. Larger, established airlines generally offer better compensation packages. The type of aircraft flown also matters, with pilots flying larger aircraft often earning more. Location is another important consideration. The cost of living and regional pay scales can significantly affect earnings. And lastly, unionization can also play a role. Unionized pilots may enjoy better pay and benefits. As you can see, the earning potential in aviation is influenced by a multitude of factors, making it a lucrative career option for many. For those interested in the Indian aviation scene, let's take a look at some specific information. In India, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, or DGCA, is the governing body that regulates aviation safety and efficiency. This includes setting the regulations for flight time limitations, which align closely with the global guidelines we've previously discussed. The DGCA's role extends beyond safety measures, though. They're also responsible for reducing emissions, minimizing noise pollution, and conducting necessary examinations for aviation personnel. This comprehensive approach makes them a pivotal part of the Indian aviation industry. Now let's talk about salaries. The earning potential for aviation professionals in India can vary significantly, much like the rest of the world. For first officers, salaries generally range from 30 to 50 lakhs per annum, which is approximately $37,000 to $62,000. Captains, on the other hand, can expect to earn anywhere from 50 to 80 lakhs per annum when flying for a low-cost carrier. This translates to roughly $62,000 to $99,000. However, those who ascend to the rank of captain within a legacy carrier have the potential to earn even more, with salaries ranging from 80 lakhs to over 1 crore per annum. That's approximately $99,000 to over $124,000. While these figures are approximate, they give a good idea of the earning potential for aviation professionals in India. So there you have it, an in-depth look at flying hours in aviation for crew and captains. We've distinguished between flight time, the hours when the aircraft is airborne, and duty time, the total working hours for the crew. We've also delved into the role of regulatory bodies like the FAA, EASA, and DGCA, and how they set limitations to prevent fatigue and ensure safety. We've explored various factors affecting flight time limitations, from pilot experience to aircraft type, and the crucial role of fatigue management. We've also discussed the differences in flight and duty time limitations for pilots and cabin crew. Then we ventured into the financial side, looking at how experience, airline size, aircraft type, location, and unionization can impact salaries. We broke down the salary structure into base salary, flight pay, allowances, and bonuses, and we took a specific look at Indian aviation, outlining the regulatory body, flight time limitations, and salary range. Whether you're an aviation enthusiast or aspiring to join this industry, understanding these aspects can enhance your appreciation of the complex and exciting world of aviation.